All right, it is time for piano. Hi everybody, happy Saturday. I'm very excited to bring you the first video in our holiday mini-series, and we are going to be starting with the little drummer boy. And I'm really excited to teach this to you guys today. First things that we want to do though are, if you can like and share this video, that would be really helpful. If you want to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, I recommend that you do so as well, because that way you can rewatch this video until you have the song totally solid in your repertoire list. All right, just search Izzy Chia and you'll find me. And then, of course, I have a private Facebook group, and if you need access to this music, you've got to join the group so that you can see the link in there, okay? Oh, hi, Sebastian. I see you. Yeah, so join the group. It's called Encore Music Makers. I actually put a link to join in the description of this video, so make sure that you click it, and I'll approve your membership after we do this lesson today, okay? And then last, I've got a little thing called Patreon. And Patreon is, again, a very helpful platform for creative people like myself to sort of get a steady income, right? So if you want to keep the donations rolling in for me to keep me going, that's the best way to do it. It automates it for you. You get to choose the tier that works for you, from $3 a month, like the cost of a coffee, all the way up to $90 a month. So if you want to help me and you want to keep these lessons coming, go ahead and join Patreon, okay? All right, let's get started. I already printed my music out, okay? And I'm hoping that those of you who have joined live have your music printed out too, okay? So let me show you what I did. I always like to use file folders, okay? I tape my music inside of a file folder, and then on the edge I get to write the name of the song, right? So that's what I like to do. I wish I had more exciting looking file folders. Maybe I should make like an Amazon wish list or something. That would be fun. All right, well, if you have your little drummer boy in front of you, I'd like you to go ahead and open it, okay? And then I want you to grab a pencil. We're gonna do a couple things here because we have to check and make sure that we really understand what position we're in, what our time signature will be, and what key we're gonna play in, okay? Now, first thing I want you to notice, I see a sharp sign right after my treble staff, and bass staff, okay? Yes, that sharp is telling me that we are going to be learning this piece in something called G major, okay? That means that every F that you come across in your music is going to be sharp, right? So if you remember what the sharp sign was, it moves your key, it bumps it up one note to the right, whether black or white. In this case, an F sharp is going to be a black key, so we're good there, okay? That's the first thing I want you to notice. The second thing I want you to notice, look at the very front of the music. We have a line called voice, and then we have a line called piano, okay? So this song and this version is written with a piano part and a singing voice part, okay? Now, as a piano player, you're gonna need to read the bottom two lines. Do you see your grand staff at the bottom with the bracket and the brace? Yes, there's a treble staff and a bass staff. That's the piano line, okay? I'm gonna put a big circle around it, and I'm gonna show you, because I don't want you to mess that up. All right, so here it is. That's the part right there. It says piano, all right? Okay, Claire's asking about the music. Claire, if you go into the private group, you'll find the Google Drive link for the music, and you can print it out, okay? Hopefully that helps. All right, that's the line that we're gonna be playing, is the piano line. You see that it continues, the second line, third line, fourth line, and the fifth line, okay? Anywhere where you see that brace, that mustache looking thing, that's the piano part, okay? Now the next thing that I wanna tell you, all right, there is a funny looking symbol. It kind of looks like a C with a line halfway through, right? Do you see that at the beginning of your music? That C with the line through it is something called cut time. It's kind of cool. If we think of something called common time, you remember 4/4 time, 4 beats a measure. Cut time would be something like a 2/4 time, right? So we're only going to be counting to 2, all right? So that's something that's super important, all right? Actually, are we counting to 2? No, oh my goodness, that's totally incorrect. It's 4/4 time, it's just it's played faster. Okay, 4 beats a measure, cut that, I totally said the wrong thing. My apologies, but I'm normal and I'm a piano teacher and sometimes I make mistakes. 4/4 time, we're counting to 4, okay? All right, now, if we're looking at our hand positions, there's gonna be something really cool here. I noticed that we have some super low notes, okay? And we're gonna be playing a fifth, an interval of a fifth to begin, all right? So we've got a low G for a left hand pinky and up a fifth to a D. Very nice, yeah. And then for the right hand, we're gonna be starting in a G position with our right hand thumb. That means that our right hand thumb will be on G above middle C, okay? Now looking across, I see some really great notes in there. I see dotted half notes, I see quarter notes, I see eighth notes, I even see tied notes at the end there. It's gonna sound really, really great, all right? Well, in order for us to really get started on this, let's go ahead and switch to piano view and we'll see if we can learn the notes in the left hand to begin, okay? Let's give it a try. All right, so here we are, piano view. All right, so with piano view, like I said before, the left hand is gonna be in a low G position. So if you remember how to find your G position, you're gonna have your left hand finger, one thumb, on that D right next to the low C in C position. And your pinky's gonna be on that low G, okay? It sounds like this. All right. So if you've made it and you found your spot, we're gonna go over this song with the left hand only, okay? So looking at the bass staff, we're beginning with a fifth, okay? Now, this is how it sounds for this first line. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, short, short. 1, 2, short, short. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, short, short. Oh, that was really great. Nice job. That was the first line, right? Did you notice that all of those harmonic fifths were exactly the same? Yeah, they were the same notes, right? But what was really cool about them? Well, they all sounded a little different, didn't they? We had some half notes, we had staccato, super duper short quarter notes, and then we had some whole notes, right? So those are the super long ones, right? Yeah, okay. So let's see if we can continue, all right? Let's play line 2, and let's even try line 3. I think you can do it. Let's switch to piano view and let's do it again. Left hand. I love the left hand. It's such a nice part of this song. It's like the whole essence of this song, the drum, is in the left hand, so that's the coolest part. All right, beginning on line 2, we have a whole note fifth. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, short, short. Now a fourth. 2, 3, 4. Fourth. 2, 3, 4. Again, fourth. 2, 3, 4. Fourth. Hold. Staccato, staccato. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. We just did the second and the third line, huh? What are you noticing about this? You seeing how the left hand is like that consistent beat underneath the music? Yeah. It's not a whole lot of movement for the left hand, is it? They're not like going all over the piano doing crazy stuff. It's fairly consistent. These harmonic chords are pretty cool. But what makes it special is the fact that they change as far as how you play them, right? The half notes, and then the staccatos, and the whole notes. Put all together, it makes for a really interesting left-hand line, all right? Now, let's go ahead and play the fourth line, and then on page 2, the fifth line. Just the left hand, okay? Let's try it again. Very, very good. All right, here we go. Nice. Okay, so looking here, we've got, at the very bottom, we've got this fifth in our G position again, okay? We're going to begin. I'm going to count off. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 4th, 2, 4th, 2, 5th, 2, 5th, 2, up to a different 4th, 4th, staccato, staccato, 5th, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 2, staccato, staccato, 4th, 2, 5th, 2, 5th, 2, 3, 4. There you go, and that's the left hand. Nice job. Okay. Yeah, that was good. That was very, very good. Okay, so Sebastian, I think you're also asking about the music. The music is in the private group. There's a link to a Google Drive, and you can download it and print it out. I posted it this morning and let everybody know it was there. So if you didn't have a chance to do it, now would be a good time to do it, okay? So that way you can practice with me now, okay? All right, so as far as the left hand is concerned, we had something really interesting happen in that final line of the first page. We had a fourth, but it was a different fourth than the one that we had before. Did you notice that? Yeah, so for the first measure of the last line, we start on a G and a D. That's a 5 and a 1, fifth. But then look at the next fourth. It's really strange. Instead of us using a 1 and a 4 on A and D, it actually has us play a 5 and a 2 on G and C. Take a listen and hear what that sounds like. Sounds different, doesn't it? And you notice that happens 2 times. So it has 1, 2, down to 1, 2, again 1, 2, open to a 5th, 2. That's a really interesting fourth. So if you've got your pencil handy, I've got mine here. I'm going to go ahead and circle those 2 fourths because they're different than the other fourths that we've learned, okay? I'm going to circle mine here and here. That's what I did. Take a look. Very good. All right. Oh, good. Yeah, you found, your stepmom found it. That's wonderful. I'm glad you found the music. Okay, now, taking a look here at the rest of the song, the rest of this line, pardon me, at the end of line 4 on the first page, that's where you see the other fourth that we are familiar with, okay? That fourth itself, like I said, is a 4 and a 1 on A and D, okay? I see that it has 2 staccatos after it too, right? It's a pattern of 2 half notes and 2 staccato quarters. So I think in order for us to really understand how this line really comes together for the left hand, let's play line 4 just left hand by itself so we can hear the differences between those 2 fourths, okay? Let's switch to piano view. Okie dokie. Oh, good. Okay, so we are like totally making lots of progress here. Okay, so find your G position. I found my position. I have my pinky on my G, my thumb on my D. Okay, we're going to play the fourth line of the left hand by itself, just to hear those differences. Are we ready? Let's give it a try. 1, 2, ready, play. Fifth, hold, and a fourth. Hold, down another fourth. Back to fifth. Fifth, to the other fourth. The other fourth, staccato. There we go, very good. Nice, okay. Hopefully that was pretty good for you, okay? Just be very, very aware of those changes in the notes for the fourths, okay? They can get tricky and confusing, so that's why I like to circle them, okay? Very nice. Lots of progress made for the left hand. Now, the melody. We haven't even heard the melody of this song yet, have we? If you know the tune to Little Drummer Boy, it's perfect for the right hand, because it sort of fits very nicely in a G position. And we are very familiar with our G position now that we have had piano for like a good, 7 or 8 months together. So it's pretty amazing that we get to see how this works out together, okay? Now, if you're familiar with your G position, go ahead and put your right hand where it belongs at the beginning, okay? I'll switch to piano view, and we're gonna play pretty much maybe like the first 2 lines, and we'll see how it sounds, okay? I will say my note names as I play, so listen carefully if you need to write down some extra note names to help you remember, okay? Let's give it a try. Okay. All right, Sebastian, we are starting with the right hand at the very beginning. We're in G position, okay? All right, go ahead and find yourself in your G position. I have my G position right here. I'll be saying my note names as we go. And we're just going to do the first 2 lines, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. G, 2, 3, A, B, 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 C, B, C, B. Tie, 2, 3, rest, rest. G, G, rest, rest. And I'm going to stop there. How did you do on that? Did you do okay? It's really great. I love it. It's like, come me, tell me, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa. Isn't it lovely? It's such a great song, right? A newborn king to see, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa. So cool. It gets better, I promise. Yes. Okay, but there are some finger changes that we need to be aware of as we continue this song, okay? It's not just going to be a straightforward fingers 2, 3, 4 right where they are. We have to actually move our thumb, okay? And that might be a little confusing for some of us, but I'm going to try and work it out as slowly and carefully as I can, okay? Now, we just did this. Come, they told me, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. Now, let's see what happens at the end of line 2, okay? Now, I am going to switch to piano view, so you can watch very carefully how I'm moving my hand, okay? All right, so we just ended here, right? We're on a finger 3 on B, right? If you look at the next note, we have an A, okay? That should be a finger 2, right? You would think. But surprise, we are actually going to move our right hand over 1 note so that our thumb ends up on the A, okay? And that melody phrase begins with the thumb on A. So we're going to start there. A, B, C, and then it keeps going on line 3. So let's count off and do it the right way. All right, let's give it a try. Now that we've shifted our hand to thumb on A, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. A, B, C, D, 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 E, D, C, B, Okay, so that was actually very good, all right? Let's switch here back. Yes, that was actually very good, all right? You notice that when we shifted our right hand thumb, finger 1, up a step to A, we actually ended up using all 5 fingers for that melodic phrase. Did you notice that? You did! That's good! Very good! All right, let's play that phrase again to make sure we've really got it, okay? I'm going to start there at the end of line 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. A, B, C, D, 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 E, D, C, B, A. Tie, 2, 3, rest. Very good. It's coming together. It's coming together. All right. But you know that if we're going to learn this song, it's probably got a little bit more complicated stuff happening, okay? So after we finish that one where it says, our finest gifts we bring, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum, it changes again. Oh my gosh. So we really need to pay attention to these fingers now, okay? We're going to keep our thumb on A, and we're going to play A, B with a 1 and a 2. But after we do the B, our thumb, finger 1, is going to go under and put your thumb on C now. Okay, that looks kind of funny and feels kind of funny. Take a listen. Yeah, very good. Okay, I'm going to switch to piano view so you can see this happen in real time, okay? See if you can play it along with me. Here we go. Finger 1 on A, and let's see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, under, 1, 2. There it goes. Yeah, did you see it? Let's do it again. Okay, thumb on A. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. A, B, under, C, D. Very good. All right, so we are making lots of progress now. Okay, we're going to continue the phrase now, okay? So we're going to do that A, B, C, D, 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 E, F, E, D, C. So cool. I love this part. It is the best part of the whole song. It's like that moment where you're just like, oh, what a cool song. Yes. Okay, let's switch to piano view. I want to get there with you guys, okay? So thumb on A. There it is. We're starting at line 3, the last 2 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. A, B, C, D, 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 E, F, E, D, C. Very good. You did it. And then we're going to continue, but take a look at what happens. We just did this pattern. 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So what we're going to do now is go down by steps. We're going to move all 4 of our fingers down, and then we're going to go E, D, C, B, and then move our hand down again to thumb on A, and then go D, C, B, A. Yeah. Okay, so that measure, I got to tell you about that measure. The third measure of the last line for the right hand. There is a typo. They put the wrong note. Okay, so the third note where it, the second note where it has an A written in, it looks like it's doing this jump. D, A, B, A. That's wrong. The first A, the second 8th note, that should be a C. So I'm going to put a C right there. And I'm going to actually draw a C in. Okay, let me show you what I did so that you know. Sometimes these versions of music that I find on MuseScore, they're not quite right. So as a teacher, you kind of have to go in and make some changes, okay? But that's what happens when the music is free, right? All right, let me show you what that looks like. You see how I wrote that in, the C right there? Kind of looks like a harmonic third now, right? But it should be D, D, C, B, A. All right, once you've fixed that, let's go back and do that melodic line again, okay? All right, if you're having any issues, go ahead and type in the comments, okay? And we'll see if we can work it out together, all right? Okay, now that we've fixed that typo, let's see if we can play that melodic line again. From the end of line 3, we have where it says, to lay before the king, okay? That's where we're going to begin playing the right hand, all right? So right hand finger, 1 thumb on A, above middle C. Let's get in position. I'll switch the piano view so we can do it together. All right. Let's give this a chance. We have a finger 1 right there. We're doing that crossing 1 over 2, or 1 under 2, right? All right, so if you're in position and ready, let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. A, B, C, D, 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 E, F, E, D, C, down a step. E, D, C, B, down a step. D, C, B, A, 1, 2, rest, rest. And then for the very last line, all you're going to do is shift your hand back to G position, the regular G. And then it ends like this. G, 2, 3, A, B, 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 C, B, C, G, B third, tied note, rest, rest, A, G, and it ties all the way to the end. Very nice. Wow, okay. That was pretty remarkable. Are you feeling proud of yourself? It's not an easy song, and I think you're starting to realize that. It's one of those things that, like, when you get bits and pieces of it, it gets you really excited, right? Because you're like, ah, that kind of sounds like it. It's almost there, right? Yeah. So when we do part of it with that right hand and the melody comes through, then we can start envisioning how that left hand comes in with the drum. Bum, 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 bum. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's pretty amazing, okay? Now, I want to play it hands together for you so you can hear what it sounds like, okay? I'm going to try my best. It's a beautiful song. Follow along in your music if you've got it, okay? And see if you can play along with me. Choose the right hand or the left hand at this point. But maybe after about a week when we do our next holiday song, maybe you'll have it ready and you can like play it for me in the private group. Wouldn't that be cool? Yes. All right. Let's switch to piano view and I will play the Little Drummer Boy for you. Here we go. G position. All right, I have my left hand in low G, and I have my right hand on G above middle C. Here it is, my friends, the Little Drummer Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it was a lot of fun learning this song, all right? So if you've got any specific questions about melody, about dynamics, about the F sharps, the key signatures, some finger problems and things like that, just jump in the private group and I will do my best to answer those for you. And when you feel like you learned the song and you're ready to play it, record yourself and drop it in the private group, right? I would love to hear what you guys are practicing, all right? Excellent work. Keep it up. I will see you all very soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh my gosh, subscriptions on YouTube are blowing up. That's a good thing. Check out my Patreon. I will see you guys in a week for our next holiday song, okay? Toodaloo! Bye, guys.